me. Bennett, 26, junior compliance analyst for a regional credit union that smells like old carpet and desperation. Job is mostly staring at PDFs of loan applications and checking boxes that say risk assessment incomplete. Social battery is powered exclusively by lukewarm break room coffee and bad decisions. Live in an apartment complex that was luxury in 2004. Now it just has a pool that is perpetually closed for chemical balancing, and walls so thin I can hear my neighbor trying to learn the cello at 11 p.m. He is not getting better. Friday hits. The only thing keeping me tethered to the earth is the routine. I go to the same bar every Friday. It's called The Spoke. It is not a cool bar. Sticky floor that grips your shoe like a jealous ex. Neon sign out front that just says cold beer, like a vague threat. Air smells like bleach and regret. Bartender rotation is usually trash except for one night. That's when she's there. Delaney. Short, sharp jawline that could cut glass. Tired eyes that have seen the heat death of the universe. Wears black tees and jeans like a uniform issued by the Department of Getting Shit Done. She doesn't flirt. She doesn't smile unless someone trips or drops a glass. First time she served me 3 months ago. I ordered a whiskey sour. She stared at me for 3 seconds. We don't have egg whites. Do you want sour mix or do you want to leave? Sour mix is fine. You don't tip like an asshole. Noted. That's it. That's the bond. Weeks go by. I become a regular fixture, part of the furniture. She remembers my drink order before I sit down, writes my name wrong on the tab every time like it's a bit. Bennett becomes Bennet. Then Bennett, then BN. I never correct her because I am terrified of her. One specific Friday, work was a meat grinder. My boss, Gary, called a 4:45 p.m. meeting to discuss email etiquette regarding font choices. I am vibrating with repressed rage. Show up to the Spoke already cooked, sit at the bar. Hoodie folded on the stool next to me like a security blanket. Delaney slides a beer over without looking up. Pace yourself, she says, voice flat. You look like you're about to fight a printer. I nod, like I'm listening. Enter the unreasonable character. Todd, mid-30s, wearing a scarf indoors. Radiates aggressive podcast host energy. Todd is technically a holistic life architect. Nobody knows what this means. He is always at the bar, but never seems to get drunk. Just gets louder and more conceptual. He corners Delaney every shift. I just think bartending is like emotional labor, you know? You're holding space for the community's trauma. Delaney is wiping the counter aggressively. Todd, do you want a drink or do you want to go home? I'm just saying, Delaney, your aura is very violet today. Very protective. I respect that boundary. She gives him a look that would kill a lesser man. He does not stop. He turns to me. Hey, brother, you look like you're carrying a heavy narrative today. I'm just tired, Todd. Fatigue is just the body's way of saying pause the simulation, right? Let me buy you a round. Let's disrupt the pattern. I should say no. I say yes, because I am weak and free alcohol is my love language. Todd claps, loudly. Announces it to the 3 other people in the bar. Rounds on me. Let's elevate the vibration in here. Delaney pours the shots with visible disdain. Todd raises his glass. To growth. To the journey. To the nonlinear path. We drink. It's tequila. Cheap tequila. Tastes like gasoline and bad decisions. Memory gets spotty after that. Fragmented. JPEG artifacts in my brain. Remember laughing way too hard at a joke Todd made about chakras. Remember telling Delaney that my compliance job is actually financial philosophy. Remember the room tilting 45 degrees to the left. Delaney taking my glass away. Her hand is cold. You're done. I'm an adult, Delaney. I pay taxes. You're horizontal, adjacent, BN. Cut it. She pulls a pen out of her bun. Writes something on my receipt. Folds it. Shoves it into my shirt pocket. Water. Now. I drink the water. Todd is still talking. See, the water represents flow. You have to become the vessel. Next thing I know, darkness. Void. System reboot. Wake up. Not in my bed. Ceiling is unfamiliar. Stucco pattern is different. Ceiling fan is ticking rhythmically. Tick, tick, tick. Smells different. Not like my apartment. Stale coffee and despair. Smells like clean laundry. Citrus soap. And something herbal. Don't move. Do inventory. Pants on. Good sign. Belt is unbuckled, though. Neutral sign. Head pounding like a construction crew is renovating my frontal lobe. Mouth tastes like a desert died inside it. Turn slightly. Panic spike. Delaney is asleep next to me. On top of the covers. Curled up in a ball. Hair down. Makeup gone. Wearing an oversized gray t-shirt and one of my socks. I look at my feet. I am wearing one sock. Brain blue screens. Windows. XP shutdown noise. I sit up too fast. Room spins violently. I clutch my head. Look around. Bedroom is sparse but clean. Framed poster of a band I don't recognize. Stack of books on the nightstand. Mostly Russian literature and cocktail history. My hoodie is neatly folded on a chair. My wallet is on the dresser. My phone is plugged into a charger. The charger is the right type. This level of logistical competence is terrifying. She wakes up instantly. No grogginess. Just eyes snap open. "Don't panic," she says. Voice raspy. Too calm. That makes it worse. Why am I here? I croak. Voice sounds like I swallowed gravel. She squints at the digital clock. Because Todd wouldn't stop talking about his inner child's arch nemesis, and you were about to pass out on the bar floor. I process that. Data buffering. Did we? No. Flat. Immediate. Zero hesitation. Relief hits so hard I almost apologize. Oh, okay. Good. Cool. She sits up, pulls the blanket around her shoulders. You owe me breakfast, though, and gas money. You drove me? I don't own a car. I made the Uber driver stop at a 7-Eleven because you demanded Gatorade. You didn't drink it. You hugged the bottle. I want to die. I want to phase through the mattress and become part of the floorboards. We sit in silence for a minute. Awkwardness is tangible, thick enough to chew. She reaches over to the nightstand, hands me a receipt. It's my bar tab, every drink listed. Timestamps. Her handwriting at the bottom in thick Sharpie, cut off at 11:42. Do not argue. Drink water, stupid. I laugh weakly. You took me home? Yeah. Pause. She rubs her face. You cried in the Uber. Oh God. About what? You said your life feels like a waiting room for a doctor who's never going to call your name. Jesus Christ. That is bleak. That is accurate. I'm sorry. Don't be. It was honest. Also, you tried to tip the driver with a partially eaten granola bar you found in your pocket. I check my pocket. Crumbs. Confirmed. Shower, she says. Towels are in the hall closet. Don't use the pink soap. That's mine. Use the bar that looks like a brick. I shower. Use the brick soap. Smell like sandalwood and masculinity. Come out. She's dressed. Jeans and a flannel. Hair in a messy bun. Holding 2 mugs of coffee. Hands me one. Drink. We're going to the diner. The diner? I need eggs. You need grease. It's non-negotiable. We walk to the diner. It's 3 blocks away. Morning air is crisp. I feel fragile. Like a baby deer on ice. Diner is one of those places with sticky menus and waitresses named Barb who have been smoking since the womb. We sit in a booth. Vinyl is cracked. She orders for both of us. 2 number 4s. Extra bacon. Coffee black. Leave the pot. You don't need choices right now, she says to me. I nod. Thank you. Shut up. Food arrives. We eat in silence. It's a comfortable silence. Mostly. Until the bell on the door jingles. Enter the unreasonable character. Todd. Of course. Wearing sunglasses inside. Holding a yoga mat. Sees us. Stops. Removes sunglasses slowly. Grins like he just solved a riddle. Ah, love this. Connection. The morning after. The integration phase. Delaney stiffens. Grip on her fork tightens. Todd, keep walking? He doesn't. Walks over to the booth, looms over us. I just want to acknowledge the energy here. It's very raw, very authentic. Love wins, guys. I stop chewing. Todd, please. No labels, right? We're post-label. I'm just sensing a shift in the dynamic. Very powerful. Delaney puts her fork down, turns to him, slowly. Todd. Yes. Goddess, you don't get to narrate people. Sit down somewhere else or I will ban you from the spoke for bad vibes. Todd recoils, hand to chest. Whoa. Hearing a lot of hostility. I'm going to hold space for your anger over there. He points to a booth across the room. Retreats. Mutters something about retrograde Mercury. Entire diner is quiet. Waitress refills our coffee without making eye contact. Delaney looks at me. Eat your bacon. After that, things are different. Shift in the matrix. I go back to the bar the next Friday. Routine must be maintained. Walk in. She serves me a glass of water first. Ice cold. Slides it across the bar. Hydrate. People notice. Regular named Ronald sitting 2 stools down. Bartender babysitting you now, Bien? Delaney leans over the bar, stares Ronald in the soul. He listens, Ronald. Unlike you still owe me $12 for the jukebox. Ronald shuts up. This becomes a thing. A dynamic. She starts managing me. Micromanagement. Tuesday afternoon. I'm at work, staring at a compliance spreadsheet. Phone buzzes. Text from unknown number. Eat a vegetable, Delaney. I stare at the phone. How did she get my number? Probably from the Uber app or my phone when I was passed out, I reply. I'm eating a sandwich. Does it have green in it? It has pickles. Pickles are salt and sadness. Eat spinach. I go to the cafeteria and buy a salad, send her a picture. Good boy. I feel weirdly accomplished. 2 weeks later. Logistics crisis. My landlord, Mr. Henderson, slumlord extraordinaire, sends me a notice that my rent is increasing by $200 because of market adjustments. Apartment still smells like old soup. I am complaining about this at the bar. Ranting. It's extortion, Delaney. I can't afford it. I'm going to have to live in my car, which is a 2009 Corolla that rattles when I go over 40. Delaney is polishing a glass. Bring me the lease. What? Bring me the lease tomorrow. I know tenant law. I had a landlord try to evict me for owning a succulent once. Next day. I bring the lease to the bar. It's in a manila folder I stole from work. She reads it during slow periods, glasses on, using a red pen. Todd is there, watching. Contracts are just energy agreements, really. Money is an illusion. Delaney ignores him, circles a paragraph. Here. Clause 14b. He can't raise rent mid-lease term unless he makes significant improvements. Has he made improvements? He taped up a crack in the hallway window with duct tape. Write him a letter. Cite this code. Tell him you'll report him to the housing authority. I can't do that. Confrontation makes me hivesy. She rips a piece of paper from her order pad, drafts the letter right there. Hands it to me. Type this up. Send it certified mail. Give me the receipt. I do it. Mr. Henderson folds immediately. Rent stays the same. I buy Delaney a bottle of nice bourbon as a thank you. She accepts it. Don't think this means you can skip the water round. Month passes. My sister Sarah calls. Sarah is the golden child. Married, 2 kids, house with a kitchen island. She views my life as a cautionary tale. Ben, Mom's birthday dinner is Sunday. You're coming, right? Yeah, of course. Don't be late, and bring the casserole dish back. The blue Pyrex one. You've had it since Christmas. Panic. I have no idea where the blue Pyrex is. I search my apartment. Kitchen cabinets, empty takeout containers. Under the sink, cleaning supplies I never use. Closet, boxes of cables. It is gone, consumed by the void. Sunday comes. I am at the bar Saturday night. Stress drinking. I'm a dead man, Delaney. Sarah is going to skin me. That Pyrex was a wedding gift. Delaney sighs. Blue lid? Rectangular? Yes. I have 3. People leave them at potlucks I host. Take 1. You host potlucks? I have layers, Bennett. Stop asking questions. She goes to the back, Comes out with a blue Pyrex dish. It looks identical. Wash it first. It smells like lasagna. I take the dish. I feel like I've been handed the Holy Grail. You saved my life. I owe me. Big time. I go to the dinner. Give the dish to Sarah. She inspects it. Thanks. Finally. Wait, this isn't mine. Heart stops. What? Mine has a scratch on the bottom from when Ronald dropped it. This one is pristine. She looks at me. Eyes narrow. Did you? Buy a replacement? No. I cleaned it. Really hard. She buys it. Mostly. Well, at least you're taking care of things. She sounds surprised. I survive. Text Delaney under the table. Dish accepted. Cover blown but contained. Reply comes instantly. Don't text at the table. Rude. The dynamic shifts again. It becomes domestic, not romantic, just entangled. I help her move a couch into her apartment. Todd shows up uninvited to supervise the energy flow. He stands in the doorway holding a crystal while we pivot the couch around a tight corner. Pivot, Todd yells. Todd, if you say pivot one more time, I will feed you this crystal, Delaney says. We get the couch in, order pizza, sit on the floor eating pepperoni and watching bad reality TV. She's wearing sweatpants. I'm wearing my work shirt with the sleeves rolled up. It feels right, too right, scary right. Then the pivot happens. Workplace consequence. HR calls me in. Mistake on a file. Compliance violation. Gary is there, looking disappointed. Bennett, this is sloppy. We're going to have to put you on a performance improvement plan. The dreaded PIP prelude to firing. I leave the meeting shaking. Panic attack brewing. Chest tight. Can't breathe. Go to the bathroom. Splash water on my face. Stare at the mirror. Fluorescent lights humming. I look like a ghost. Leave work early. Go straight to the spoke. It's 3 p.m. They're not even open. Door is unlocked, though. Delaney is there setting up. Sees me. Sees the face. Puts down the bar mats. What happened? I sit on a stool. Tell her everything. The PIP, the mistake. The feeling that I'm drowning in paperwork. She listens. Doesn't interrupt. Doesn't offer platitudes. When I'm done, she pours 2 coffees. Okay, so you hate the job. It pays the rent. Barely. And it's killing you. You're 26, Bennett. You have ulcers forming. What else can I do? I have a degree in general studies. I'm useless. You're not useless. You're just in the wrong lane. She pulls out a notepad. My friend runs a logistics company. They need a dispatcher. You're good at patterns. You notice things. I do? You noticed when I changed the playlist order. You noticed when the tap handle was slightly crooked. You're obsessive. Use it. She writes down a number. Call him. Tell him Delaney sent you. Tell him you can handle chaos. I look at the number. Why are you doing this? She stops, looks at me. Really looks at me. Barrier drops for a second. Because I'm tired of watching you drown, Bennett. It's bad for business. She deflects. Classic Delaney. But the air in the room is heavy. Charged. Enter Todd, busting through the door. Greetings, Earthlings. I sensed a disturbance in the vortex. Delaney closes her eyes. Todd, we are closed. The heart is never closed, Delaney. I brought kombucha. Homemade. The mother culture is very aggressive. He puts a mason jar of brown sludge on the bar. Bennett, you look like your aura has a leak. Let me patch that up with some breath work. He starts hyperventilating loudly. Join me. Hoo, ha, hoo, ha. I look at Delaney. She looks at me. We both start laughing. Uncontrollable laughter. Hysterical. Todd looks confused. Is this a release? Are we purging? Yeah, Todd. Delaney wipes a tear. We're purging. Final scene. Bars closing. Friday night. Again. Chairs up. Lights harsh. Smell of pine. Soul rising. Todd finally left after trying to pay his tab with exposure. Delaney counts the register. Cash drawer snaps shut. Sound echoes. She hands me my tab. I reach for my wallet. She puts her hand over mine, stops me. Skin is warm, rough from bar work. Don't pay it tonight. Why? Flip it over. I flip the receipt over. On the back, written in that same Sharpie. A time, a place, a restaurant, not a diner, an actual Italian place downtown. White tablecloths, reservation for 2, tomorrow night. What's this, I ask. Throat dry. She shrugs, doesn't look at me. Busy wiping a spot that is already clean. If you want to keep pretending that night didn't matter, don't come. If you want to keep being a project, stay home. She looks up, eyes tired but defiant. But if you want to figure out whatever this codependent mess is, be there. Wear a shirt with buttons. Ironed. She turns off the neon sign. Click. Room plunges into semi-darkness. Streetlights filtering through the blinds. Dust motes dancing. I'm standing there, holding the receipt like a winning lottery ticket. Ink slightly smudged on my thumb. Heart doing something stupid against my ribs. Todd's kombucha jar is still on the counter, menacingly brown. I grab my hoodie, keys in hand. Sound of them jingling is loud in the quiet bar. Look at her one last time. She's waiting. Not for me to leave, but for me to decide. I put the receipt in my pocket, pat it to make sure it's real. Walk to the door, push it open. Night air hits me. Cold, promising. I don't look back, just start walking toward the train. I have to go buy an iron, and maybe some spinach.